Today we visit a Lebanese manufacturer S&As Co Ltd based in Jah, a beautiful seaside village 24 kilometers south of Beirut. It was founded in 1990 by Mr. Ziad Boustani. It has grown to become one of the leading name in the field of industrial electronic controls. Their products range from elevator controllers, generator controllers, and control and protection relays. Let's go inside and find out how they manufacture their product. It all starts with printed PCBs according to the design created by the R&D team. PCBs are imported according to international specifications in vacuum-sealed bags to eliminate moisture. The PCB is inserted into the SMT screen printer where the solder paste is printed on the board. They use lead-free solder paste which is safer for the environment. Stencils are laser cut precisely to let the solder paste pass through the cuts onto the right location on the PCB where the components will be placed. The PCB will now proceed to the pick and place machine. This machine is pre-programmed for each product. It will pick all the right components needed for each product and place them precisely in their designated location on the PCB. Operators will monitor this machine for any errors and will fine-tune and adjust parameters if needed. This machine will be able to pick 8 components in one move and place them on the board in less than a second. The pick and place machine can pick components from reels or trays. Trays are filled manually by the operators taking into consideration the orientation of the component. All components are imported from official distributors with a production date earlier than 6 months. After the PCB leave the pick and place machine, other components will be placed on the PCB manually by the operators and they will visually inspect the PCB for any misplacements. The operator places the PCB into a moving reflow oven. In this stage the solder paste will melt and then solidify, bonding the components to the PCB. The PCB will need to cool down before being transferred to the next stage. PCBs are now ready to be inspected at the automatic optical inspection stage. It is photographed in a very special way and a computer software will inspect if components are present and are well soldered. The software will notify the operator of any error and the operator will check each error and act if needed by adding a component or resoldering. The PCB is now sent for manual placement of components. These components are not surface mount and cannot be placed by the pick and place machine. Workers place the rest of the components manually and solder them directly to the board. They do a final visual check. Now the board is ready for a full function test, but before that a software is installed. Software can be general for all customers or customized according to a customer's needs. The R&D team receive feedback from customers and software are updated constantly. A series of simulated tests as if the board is operating in real-life situation. Each board must pass the test flawlessly. Every board that didn't pass the test will need to be rechecked until all tests are passed. Now comes the final assembly of the board inside the plastic housing or ESD bags. ESD bags are essential to shield the board from static electricity. Final assembled product is placed finally in a carton box along with all the accessories and quality report. Final products are placed in bigger carton to be sent to local and international customer. At the end we can say S&As. Proudly made in Lebanon.